Also in the news, I sent you guys the news snippet because I get the TMZ feed sent to my phone. One of them that popped up, I think yesterday, was about poor Joe Gatto of Impractical Jokers, which is upsetting. Like I love the Impractical Jokers. They seem like some wholesome guys.
He was my fave.
Was he your favorite one?
Yes, he was the funniest one because he would always not say no to anything they told him to do.
That man is unhinged on that show.
He had like no social awkwardness. Like he didn't know what that was. Like he would just do stuff. Sometimes he did extra stuff they didn't even ask him to do, just because he thought it was funny. So to see this is absolutely devastating, but not surprising. You know, you give a man too much power, and he goes away with it.
Wait. Did you actually read the story? Did you look at the text? Did you see any of it? Because I'm calling BS. I'm calling BS.
I'm sorry, what? What do you mean?
Like, which one's BS?
He's saying the woman.
I think it's the woman's fault. I'm blaming the victim. In this particular case, I'm blaming the victim because I think she's just doing it to get some sort of payout or whatever. Those dudes make a lot of money.
And what makes you say this? What's making you say this?
Because okay, I looked at the text messages. I didn't see anything damning in there at all.
What do you mean by damning?
Like I didn't see it. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe he said that crap. No, it all seemed like she was hitting him up in the and it looked like she was just hitting on him.
I'm pulling up the story right now, okay?
And it's not like she's underage. She's coming on to him. She's flirting, and then he didn't. There's no actual evidence where he's like. I thought she took a picture with him, and then he just had his hand all on her butt and like he was squeezing it like oranges and crap. No, I didn't see none of that. I think this woman's full of BS.
No, absolutely not. Because first of all, she was 19. Sorry, but if you're 40-something, why are you talking to a 19-year-old? No matter if they're flirting with you or not. You're gross for that. Regardless of what happened, she's 19.
She was working on the show. She was like an assistant.
Was she? No.
It says sexually assaulted her when she was 19 in 2023.
Yeah. Yes, but she was on the show. Like, she wasn't just a stranger. She worked on the show with them.
But that's the big thing is like, there shouldn't have even been. This shouldn't have even been an option if she was 19.
I get that. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I just wanted to say, like, she wasn't just a random stranger.
But if she was just like 19, he shouldn't have had any communication with her outside of the show.
Right.
Then.
Yeah, I get that.
40-something-year-old
I can agree with that.
Oh, it is okay. I thought it was just some random woman who like. But I don't see anything to make me believe that this is actually true. It does kind of change.
Okay, so because she can't convince you, that means she's lying.
Doesn't necessarily mean she's lying. She could be telling the truth, but I don't see the receipts. I think it's too early in the case to just call him guilty. I don't know.
He covered his tracks.
He just covered his tracks really well, but I didn't see. I saw her coming on to him. I didn't necessarily see any flirtations coming from him. Did I say that weird? I saw flirtations coming from her side. I didn't necessarily see anything flirtatious coming from him. I was like, have a great show.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Did you not read the DMs? Did you not read the DMs? He's communicating back with a 19-year-old.
About have a great show. I hope you're having a good night. In response to her text.
He literally said, okay, good. You look great in the picture, so that's good. Oh, that's a weird thing to say. He said that.
She said that.
Joe said that.
She said
exactly.
That.
You look great in the picture. Saying it to a 19-year-old child. Glad I'm giving you street cred. Then said, fuck yes, what a day. Hope the rest of your night is equally epic. Sorry, but that you don't like. If all he wanted to do was say like, nice meeting you, thanks for taking a picture with me, he could have just said that. There doesn't need to be all this back and forth with a 19-year-old child. Sorry. Yeah, maybe that's poor judgment, but you're 40 years old. You shouldn't still be learning this big of a lesson at 40 years old.
Okay, based on the text alone, though, I don't necessarily see anything that says sexual assault or inappropriateness.
Their messages are in vanish mode, bro. You're telling me that's not inappropriate to do with a 19-year-old? Their messages are in vanish mode. Let me know when you get here.
Okay, that's
Just get in.
okay.
If you can't press the button for me to trick the 7, I'll come down and not get out of the elevator. Literally saying he's gonna go down there and get her. These are his messages. You're telling me that this man doesn't look guilty? I'll come get you. Let me know when you get here. To a 19-year-old child.
Okay, are those his messages? Those his messages? Because that whole screen looked sus. Because
Because it's in vanish mode. He put it in vanish mode. That's why.
it was just his messages. Her messages weren't on there at all. Why was it just 2 black blocks above and below?
After you okay, first of all, maybe it's just because you're Instagram uninclined. But after you view the message, once it's in vanish mode, it goes away. Which means she opened this message, took a screenshot. After she closes it, it'll go away. Which is why both his and her messages aren't there. Because she was smart enough to take a screenshot before it vanished.
Okay, the vanish mode, that's a little... Okay, that I would call that damning. That is a little unfortunate.
Wow. Metadata shows messages were sent hours after the show. Hours. Which means he was still thinking about her.
What is this metadata you're talking about?
Still got her on his mind. The metadata in the phone for the messages saying this message got sent at this time, going back and forth.
Yeah, not meta Facebook, like metadata, like the information of each message sent.
Wait, now I'm trying to search Joe Gatto on TMZ and nothing's coming up. That's interesting.
So first I was thinking, I've been like teetering on this whole subject with just the last 24 hours, but I thought it was like, it sounded to me like he was trying to be like that supportive father kind of thing. Cause I know he has kids and like, he's like father age, grandfather age almost, but then I'm like, yeah, reading some of the texts, and then like I want to like listen to the victim, but then I know he also has like a history. I think him and his wife they split up because of infidelity, so that isn't helpful in his case.
Was it infidelity that they were splitting up for?
It was infidelity. He looks like he would partake in some infidelity.
Yeah, that's why he left the show.
Well, but this was around the time that he got back together with his wife,
which is even worse. This was around the time he got back together with his wife.
Wait, hold on. So him and this girl worked together while they were on the show, and then quit the show, broke up with his wife, got back his wife, but he's still talking to this young girl.
This doesn't say that they worked together. This says that their first interaction occurred when her and her mother saw him at brunch and asked for a photo. After that, she says she DM'd him in hopes of snagging free tickets to his Milwaukee show. And then he did get her tickets and 2 meet and greet ticket access.
So then Wikipedia's got me effed up.
Oh wait, oh dang. Okay, this doesn't help me. So there's 2 stories.
Oh, okay, sorry, canceled. No, I'm okay. Here's the thing: I'll believe you. Like, I'll grant you some grace if it's one allegation, but twice, you're telling me it happened twice? Sorry, bye. Canceled.
The story I was looking at was the girl who was trying to take a picture with him, and that's the one I sent to you. Apparently, 4 hours ago, Joe Gatto was accused of inappropriate behavior by a former employee after denying sexual assault claims. So that's probably where Joker's getting his information from.
Damn!
Oh, this woman says she first met Gatto when she was 15.
Oh.
But when she turned 18, his behavior toward her changed, becoming more flirtatious. So,
like
I said,
nope,
he's a monster.
He's Ed.
So he groomed her.
He's a monster. He's a monster.
What was that about the victim that you said? What was that? What is that part that you said? Can you repeat it one more time?
Cut the show.
Fortunately, he's no longer an Impractical Joker. He's no longer deserves to stand next to them.
He's a joke, is what he is.
The joke went too far.
Giving an ugly guy too much power, look what happens. Shambles their whole life. Yeah, that's rough. That hurts.
In real time, justice was served. So that poor victim, poor women, being assaulted by this hideous man.
Ooh.
My heart goes out to them.
Oh, victims. Let's not forget.
My condolences. I don't know what you're saying there, Kate. Oh, wait.
Whack.
That was a great story.
Moving on.
That's what happens. Okay, let this be a lesson, guys. This is what happens when you make assumptions with absolutely no information. When you literally read a headline without reading the story.
I read the story. I read the first story.
Not well
I didn't
enough.
know there was a sequel.
No, not well enough. If you gotta type in his name and all that comes up, Sorry.
Hey, people lie all the time. Women lie all the time. Not all the time, but it happens.
I feel like men lie more than women. No, I take that back. I feel like it's equal, but I feel like women lie for our survival and men just lie for fun.
That's not totally incorrect.
Sometimes men lie just because they can. And women will lie like, say we need food or money or, you know, a raise. A little lie here and there, a little sprinkle. But we always have a reason. Guys just be doing stuff.
Most of what guys lie is about is just for sex. That is 95% of their lies.
But they don't have to lie for that.
When you look like Joe Gatto, you do.
Oh, okay.